Hi, everyone. We're going to jump right in. I'll make sure we're on. There we go. We should be on. Just a second. Let me make sure. Okay. Yay. There I am. Hi, everyone. Welcome. So this is totally an informal wind down Wednesday. And I wanted to hop on and first of all, just thank everybody who has supported me in my 10 plus, now almost 11 years with Mary Kay. And I'm just super grateful. So forgive the informality, but I got to spend the last week with this awesome kiddo right here. Oop, over there. And this young man, Trey, has supported me since he was little in my business. And so sometimes, well, always, when you start something new, you're nervous. There are things that you don't want to do and you have to do to get out there and be a part of the big world and be an entrepreneur. And this guy was one of the three kiddos that gave me strength and made me brave. And so Trey and Kristen and Brady were there for me when I was just starting my business, and they gave me the motivation. I know if you watched last week, you saw Trey was here with me, and we talked about some of my experiences early on in my career, and that has made me a stronger person and a braver person for running my own business. So I just want to thank you all for supporting that, and all of us who teach on this channel. So I thought I'd hop on and share some stories with you. What I did this last week really quick, probably just be about 10 minutes. But I did realize as I'm out and about and doing all these adventures, right? Having all these different adventures, that I bring certain things with me that are lifesavers. And I didn't grab it, but I even tried something that was non-Mary Kay and regretted it. So let me just share that. But so Trey, and he came in, and then it's my mom. We were playing Catan. If you've never played that before, it's so much fun, but you can get really into it. And some of you saw my post earlier. We actually got caught in a fire the last day, but I'll tell you about that in a second. We went to this wonderful place. Oops, this way. It was a fire truck museum. It's called the Hall of Flame. And if you are a native or you live local in Arizona and you live in the Phoenix area, you have to go check it out. It is so cool. That's Trey in a fire suit. And we got to kind of play around on this wonderful fire truck here. It was the only one that was open to touch. The rest of them, you can see why you wouldn't want to touch this. I mean, these are from the 1800s and 1900s. So some of them are like hand pump trucks. Some of them, just really fascinating. Some of them are actually just for parades. So they're super extravagant and beautiful. And then there's another room where we move up into, oops, maybe I didn't print that one, but more current fire trucks, and even a dedication to both 9/11 and the hot shots, which we got to see some hot shots. If you don't know what hot shots are, they're the ones that go in first to fire. And we were like, oh my gosh, we just learned about that. So it was just such a great experience. This is us on the river. Okay, and so there's some very important sunscreen right now in summer. I'm going to share with you my experience there. If you notice, I'm not burnt, but I did certain things with my products that helped that. And that's my good friend Blythe, who's been a support for me from the beginning too. So thank you, Blythe. I have my shirt on from Jerome, which is a haunted hamburger. Jerome is a town that's on the mountain, like it's literally on the hillside, and it's just so cool. Anyway, make comments if you hop on, even if you do the replay, because I do read your comments after. What I would love you to comment on is, what would you like to see more of, and what do you like? Okay, so this is, see, they have a little skeleton. The whole town plays on that it's a ghost town, and there are certain things that are haunted. Okay, and this is the fire we got caught in. Say hi, who's ever on? I keep looking at myself upside down and backwards. It's very difficult to do pictures. This is the fire. This is the I-17 fire. It was on Monday, so apparently there's quite a few fires on the 17 here, and we got stuck. So this is us on like a hillside. We were trying to get below the fire, so we came in from the north and were, you know, shuttled off, and then we were trying to get back on the freeway going south past the fire, but couldn't. 17 was shut down, so we were like, I'm out of here. We went up north and we stayed the night, but it was taken care of relatively fast. The hot shots, we saw them on the side of the road, and it was about probably 5-6 hours afterwards I got a notification that, you know, everything was cleared up. But it was just such an amazing trip. And last week we did, so Trey helped me, and we did a little presentation on the clear proof set. Say hi to whoever's on. I'm wondering if it's just me, but it could be me looking at it from Facebook. But this stuff is amazing, and thank you, kiddo, for you know, trying it out and telling me if you like it or not. But he doesn't have a lot of breakouts, but sometimes, like, and in different places. So I know people that actually use this. This is just the mini set, but use this all over their body because antibacterial soap, hi Shirley, great to see you, is not the best for regular use and keeping moisturized, which in Arizona is a big deal. This is a little to-go set. They're about this big. I think it lasts longer than a week, honestly, but it says for 7 days, and you can really see a difference. And so there's a cleanser, what they call it, a cleansing gel. So it's a gel formula. And then there's a moisturizer that's also a gel, and then a toner. So if you do need to, like, you know, kind of wipe down, you know, in the middle of the day, or you feel oily, this is great. And then there's a little spot treatment in here too. And so you're going to find out, Trey, but I just sent you the whole thing. So it's a bigger set. It comes in a bigger box. It lasts probably 3 months. And then we did the charcoal mask, which we wanted to do again, but didn't get a chance because we've been running so much. This was wonderful. Trey helped me show it, and you saw us with our charcoal masks on. Right now, this is only, I mean, it lasts forever. It's only $24. And this comes with it right now. I can still get the little towels, and this helps. They're gray towels. So when you rinse it off, when you wipe it off, you do not peel. This is a non-peel mask. Super important, because anytime you tug and pull on your skin, you are breaking down the elastin. It's terrible over time. So this is a good little combination to get rid of all the gunk and whatnot in your especially your T-zone. Okay, so let me tell you some of the products that I keep with me. So this right here is my little bag that I keep all kinds of goodies. And so this is what I have. So I'll tell you what I do on a daily, especially in Arizona. First thing, sorry, I'm going to do my lips. Okay, so first thing is the satin lips. And we've talked about this wonderful combination of products quite a bit on this channel. The mask is amazing. It's a sugar scrub, and it's shea based, which is the most moisturizing element, which is why they moved it into, like, it's a different set now. They upgraded it. Shea butter. We have this for the entire body, in fact, and also for hands, satin hands. That's where this whole developed, the satin lips set developed out of. And then this is the lip balm. Amazing. And you don't have to keep putting it on. Just like, say hi, whoever else is on. I see another eyeball. So you do not, the great thing about this, unlike a lot of other chapstick type things, is you have to keep reapplying them. There's actually a reason for that. I'm going to tell you, one of the biggest culprits is Carmex. Carmex, I know I used to use it, and I thought it was great because it felt really good, and it kind of stung a little bit. And so I thought, oh, it's working, right? Come to find out, Carmex has silica in it. Packets of silica come in things like this bag to keep them dry. It says do not eat. But there are lip balms that use silica, which is a drying agent, I think, to make you use it more often. But this is not, has no silica in it. It's a great base, very smooth. And if it's hot in your car, by the way, I keep this in my car. So if it's hot, it gets warm, don't squeeze it really hard. It'll come out and it'll harden, but you don't want to like squeeze out too much because it can get liquidy. But I keep it in the car and it dries back just fine. All right, so that I keep with me in this little pouch. Another one is, and anyone who does order right now, it's just like on any of my things that I've done in the past, or with Lindsay and Naomi and Lisa and Amber, I'm going to plop one of these guys in there. This is a mini version of the extra emollient night cream. And if you have an issue where you're super dry on your lips, this is just incredible. Again, you want to make sure if you're keeping it in the car, okay, it's hardened enough that it's not like super liquidy. But I just squeeze a little bit out and put it right on my lips. Feels amazing. All right. So and it's actually for your hands, your face, any dry areas. My elbow's been bothering me lately. And so this is great, but it really works on lips too. So I kind of cake a couple of different things, and then throughout the day, I don't have to keep putting them on. This is a special goodie. So I have it on right now. This is the pink. It's a lip balm. It's a pH lip balm. And what it does is so neat. Okay, so you put it on and it adjusts to your pH. It takes that pH and then it gives you sort of like a mood, but it gives you your own unique color. So this is my color with pink. What do you think? Okay, surprise. So this is limited edition, but I'm thinking that maybe they're going to do something more because they just came out with a berry. I can only order 5. So of course I ordered 5, and then they'll release it if they still have more. But if you want a berry version, now's the time to tell me right away. 18. It lasts so long. I also keep this in my little pouch. Yeah, it feels so good. So that's my lip survivor, because I call this story time and lifesavers. So that's total lifesaver. Okay, a couple other lifesavers. So we were on the river, right, for 3.5 hours. Before I left the house, I never go without this. Oh, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. But this is part of the 3D set. Say hi, who's ever on, and tell me what you would like to see more of and what you've liked. Just say hi. You're my friend, so please say hi, because otherwise it's not fair. Okay. This has sunscreen. It has an SPF of 30. What's great is that it's not really thick. Okay. Don't forget your hands, actually. And if you're like me, your ears. So if you don't have hair covering your ears, you need this stuff. And I noticed that on the river, a lot of people had burns, starting to burn on their ears. You can see they're so red. Oh, hi, Trey. I just showed pictures. You're on there, so you have to check it out. But I printed out some of the pictures that we took and where we went and whatnot. By the way, this one, hold on, the first one I showed you. So we were out in the sun a lot, and that's why I'm going to go through SPF. But we were on the top. You recognize that one? Look at my hair. We were on the top of a summit and it was Bell Rock. No, it wasn't Bell Rock. It was an airport trail. And you go around this mountain and you think, oh gosh, it's like next to an airport. It must not be very pretty. But in Sedona, it's one of the prettiest trails. You can see the red rocks behind there. It's just gorgeous, but it was so windy. And so we were like holding on. Basically, we decided to sit down so we could be a little bit more like low profile. But I had the sunscreen on already. So before I left the house, and so it sinks in. It's 30 SPF, so that helped me a lot. And then I tried, Mesa Table. On the way to Sedona, there's a place called Table Mesa. I'm like, that's redundant, right? Table. So SPF of 30, it comes in 2 formulas, so normal to dry, combination to oily, and I put it on. It has a great lifting effect. It looks small, but if you do this twice a day, it actually lasts 3 months, believe it or not. But on top of that, since we were going to the river, I bought this stuff at like CVS, and it's like a spray bottle, right? The spray kind that you just, because I figured, that would be probably easiest because we're going to be floating around. So I could just do this deal. I get up the next day and I'm like, Trey, my ears are peeling. Like it wasn't peeling. It was the stuff from the sunscreen. And I had a shower twice before, and that stuff was still sticking on me. And it was just, it's gross. So my suggestion, instead of the spray, because I've seen this before, and I've seen this with other sunscreens, except for ours. Our SPF 50 is amazing. It's moisturizing, huge bottle. Not much more than, I think it was like $15. So no more than like the CVS version of whatever you end up getting for sunscreen. But it's moisturizing and it doesn't leave that terrible, icky whiteness. Notice my shirt, Trey. I showed my shirt off earlier, my haunted shirt. Okay, and two other things. So I don't keep this in my little baggie. Everything else I keep in this little pouch, okay, with me. But this is my go-to. It is the one pump moisturizer that we have. You can lock it, which helps if you're going somewhere. Someone else say hi. There's 4 people on. I see 2 people saying hi. Who's on? Tell me. Introduce yourself, because that's just nice. Okay, so it's lockable, and I just locked it. But it's actually a toning lotion. So it's a targeted action toning lotion, which means that if you put it on your neck, it tones your neck. If you put it on your legs, it tones your legs, your butt. And it really does actually, hey, Amber, good to see you, honey. It tones at the same time. Okay, and it's got pumpkin seed in it, which actually works to break down cellulite. Okay. So if you're on the river, you really need this. Huge bottle, works in a pump, lockable, just awesome stuff. Smells really good. No perfume added. This is from the pumpkin seed and the different botanicals, but it smells great and it feels good and it keeps you hydrated for at least 12 hours. So you don't have to keep putting it on. Again, did I mention all the stuff I don't have to keep putting on? That for me is really important. And if I can keep it with me, and I've got my go-tos that save me. One other thing, so we're wandering around and, you're outdoors for a long period of time. And so I keep these little wands. They're perfume wands. And these are also limited edition, but I have quite a few of them. And there are 3 different scents. This one is called Live Fearlessly. And then we have Forever Diamonds. It's great, kind of a more floral clean, and then Cityscapes, which is kind of a citrusy clean. So if you want to try any of these, I did try sending, say hi, whoever's on the eyeball. I see more eyeballs. That's awesome. Give me some love, would you, please? It's always nice to see love online. This is, again, just totally informal, but I wanted to hop on and tell you what I take with me. This is a lifesaver as well, because if you feel like you're not smelling so great, you keep it in the little, purse or whatever, and it sprays. So it's not a roll-on. It doesn't leak. It's awesome. All right. So we had such a great time, and I just want to, again, just thank you all for being such a support for me, just as Trey has been in my life and starting my business. And you have these people around you that make you brave or keep you brave. And I just want to share how much I appreciate you, Trey, for coming out to see me, for doing my live with me. I miss you here already so much. But we had such a great time. And I realized how much of my well-being, let's put it that way, like how I feel about me, has to do with the things that I take with me and how I take care of myself. And so whether or not you're super busy or you're taking this time, and because I know things have started to shut down again as the numbers have gone up. And if you are at home, this is the time to do things that maybe you don't ordinarily do. Maybe start a routine that you haven't done before, maybe a good skincare routine that can make you feel like you're coming out of all this and you feel better about yourself. I started my business on the premise that I have always had in my heart for 10 plus years, and that is that we need to take care of ourselves. And I think so many of us have been taught or have taken care of so many other people in our lives that we often take our self-care less seriously or don't do it as often. And so for me, self-care turns into self-love, right? So it's not just about looking beautiful, but it's also feeling like you're taking care of yourself. Really, I just have to mention this. My boyfriend, Darren, had a scare this week because his blood pressure got really low. And so one of the things that I'm doing is really focusing on hydrating more. So hydrate on the inside and also hydrate on the outside. Please do it for me. All right. Thank you all for hopping on for my informal little after adventure party. Appreciate you very much. And I will see you next Wednesday at 6. I had to switch it to 7, but I showed up. I'm here. Thank you for being here. All right. Thanks all.